to Texas A&M University. Came home from my freshman year and felt like I needed to figure out what I wanted to do when I grew up. And so took some aptitude tests and found that I was pretty good relationally with people and also good with numbers. And so went ahead and said, okay, well, I'll do accounting. So I got out of school and started work and changed jobs so many times that it really, I had to tape my business cards to my wrist to remember which job I was doing, kind of like a quarterback. So through those jobs, I kind of decided to start formulating a goal in life, and I kind of wanted my life to be defined by three priorities. I wanted to put God first, family second, and work third, and hopefully a distant third. Not too long after that, I got married, and a new part of my life entered in, as being a husband. And what naturally follows, I became a father, and once you're a father, you become a coach and a teacher. And at the same time, I'm trying to build my career. I want to be a top employee. I want to be a top manager. And as job responsibilities grow, time away from the family grows. But I eventually got involved with what is known in the business world as growth companies. And we chose to do the hardest things at the hardest time in the hardest way. And we did acquisition on top of acquisition, on top of debt financing, on top of equity financing. And we memorialize projects with what they call they call these tombstones, and or lucite, but I call them tombstones because they just about kill you. Through my job, I was putting in the time and I was putting in the effort and I was excelling at what I was doing. And it was financially rewarding, and I was being the provider, through this, but I wasn't being the father. Although I was trying to set priorities, keeping God first, family second, and business third, a job was coming in easy first, and God and family were being moved down to second and third. And I knew that I needed to change that. And I began to pray because I wanted to be a father. I wanted to be a husband. I wanted to be a successful businessman, but I didn't want to be a successful businessman at the expense of being a father and a husband. And God began to work in the background, and through a situation introduced me through a friend of mine to a gentleman with a business opportunity, and ended up getting a job offer to go and leave the company that I was at and take a new job. And I wasn't sure that I wanted to take it because it was below what I was making. To take a pay cut is to actually say, okay, I'm not worth that much anymore, and I'm taking a step back. But I really felt like this was more of a time for me to trust the Lord. And so I took the job with the pay cut. And immediately, though, the intangibles of the job more than made up for the pay cut that I took. My time with the family increased. My mind was taken off of constantly thinking about work. And I was able to be fully engaged when I was at home. I was able to be a husband. I was able to be a father. The last 6 years has really been a learning experience for me, and I've learned a lot about God's grace, and relying on His grace has taken me from a situation that really was out of control and chaotic at work, and out of balance on the family side, and out of balance on the spiritual side. And through relying on Him and trusting in Him, it has brought back into perspective, and the right perspective, the priorities of my life, which are God first, family second, and job third.